Gotta be a better way to do a better transition. I don't know how OBS works. Oh, that's not plugged in. Wait, that's not plugged this one. Do I? Okay, that was weird. Darker, because I don't want harsh tones on my eyes. Let's go, Riku. Oh yeah, we went out here so I can... Yeah. Yeah, there's no Moogle points, so because he's got a set deck, so... Huh. I guess, Huh. I guess that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, he's got a lot of high card numbers, actually. That was lame. You got a 7? Get out of here. I'm about to level up again. Smack him. Welcome to chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Whatever that means. Do, 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 do. Nice. Do I get any slights yet? If that's... Oh, we got one. Wait. Ah, crap. I forgot to look this stuff up. Chain of Memories, Riku. What do I love her? No, level. Stupid. For Riku, Chain of Memories, prioritize leveling AP above all else to maximize damage. Alternate between DP to sustain dark mode and HP as needed to survive. A recommended priority for AP, DP, HP. Riku typically reaches level 40 or 50 by the end of the story. Always take this when offered. Oh, so it says, like, always do AP. So he actually has attack base versus, like... Oh yeah, no, we're doing a lot more damage. Yeah, I'm killing that thing in 5 hits now versus the 4 I was doing before. Oh, let me do 2 things. Give me that. Give me that. And close this. So it's saying pretty much always go AP unless AP is unavailable, and then go deep, and then go DP to HP, and then just alternate between the two. I should kind of explained that earlier. That would have been nice. No, nerd, you ain't getting me like that. Still hitting 3 on that. Yeah, but now we're doing Riku's story, so... Ah! Oh, God. I looked it up. It told me what I was supposed to do, so we're good on that. Okay, I somehow missed that. Sure. Yeah, much more forgiving gameplay than I think Sora was. And as we've already established, I don't need to really touch any of these because I'm only going to get green orbs as Moogle points are inaccessible. Which is fine if that's the case. Well, it's not that they're inaccessible. Let me be clear. Hello, how's it going? What am I going to do here? Mingling Worlds. Yeah, Kaito. Daijibu. No worries, mate. Funny enough, I had to go, okay, so they're saying go heavy AP, because that is our damage basis. What I mean by this is, I had to look it up, because I don't understand, they didn't go over details of what any of that stuff meant. It was just, hey, try to do this. Now, apparently the Game Boy one actually is the harder one. Stody? I remember playing this as a kid, and at one point, my ADHD pretty much made me rush the entire ending sequence. So, like, I literally got soft locked because I didn't know how to, because it was too hard. I mean, I could have grinded to get out of it. Oh, come on. But I didn't know that. Yeah, Riku's story now. We're doing Riku's stuff. Although, again, according to this, apparently it won't take that long. Oh, we got lasting days. Nice. Out of the Mingling Worlds. And I looked it up. It said Hard Rush AP. I thought it said Riku. What does it say? Ow, you bastard. Teaming Darkness? I would have been fine with Teaming Darkness. God dang it. Stupid, whatever these are called. Oh. I love how it wanted to autocorrect me on that, but not the actual word that I misspelled. Sometimes I write those when I'm at work, so I'm usually in a rush when I'm writing that. No, Riku's story. I mistyped. My apologies for that. Again, I don't need to waste time trying to get Moogle points. There are no Moogle points for me to get. Oops. At a perfect 4 there. There's no Moogle points. There's no treasure chest. It's pretty much just fight my way through. God damn it. That's like, is that counting my card breaks? Yeah, it says card break 1, card break 2. Oh, you bastard. That's what I was saying before. I thought it was kind of funny because when I made the title, okay, now we have to alternate between DP and HP. So it says, when AP is available, rush AP, alternate between DP and HP. I don't know what dark points mean, but yeah. I'm assuming we'll get access to Riku's stronger version later. Or his heartless version later. Or his Ansem form. Or as some people like to call it, the Anthem form. Huh! I can change that. Okay. Huh! There. Better? No, sorry about that. Nice. I am gonna do my normal like leveling system though, so let's go here. I was looking on Medicati today because I was looking for a PS3 to buy that we can use for streaming purposes, and I found a couple of them that I was interested in. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to get later on. Is there a difficulty setting? I didn't even know there was a difficulty setting. I didn't see one. It didn't ask me. I'd have no problem doing a difficulty setting. I just genuinely didn't see a difficulty setting when I made this. I think. I don't remember. No, come on. Oh, wait, you're supposed to be dead. You have no HP. But like I was saying, I was looking at PS3s today so we can use them for like streaming. And I found a couple good ones. I was really debating on the OG model with the full backwards compatibility. But that might not be a really good idea at the moment, because I know of the Yellow Light of Death. Oh my god, it's fast. This is Looming Darkness. This is Looming Darkness. Oh god. And obviously, we don't want to buy something that's going to potentially run into the Yellow Light of Death. We just got to level 8. So we did HP last time, now Dark, now DP. None? There's none on the GBA? Okay, that's what I figured. Because I'm sitting here like, it never asked me once. I don't know if it was something I had to unlock or... Strong initiative. I need a 7, so it doesn't work. I guess we can do space. But anyways, like I was saying, I found a PS3. I found a Slim White Edition. And I found a... I didn't see a difficulty setting for Sora either, to be honest. It kind of just had me go in. As I was saying, like I found the Slim Edition white. It was very nice. It's being sold for like a Monsanzen, I think. I forgot how much it was. But I'd be down to get it so we can use it for games on, you know. Okay. I don't want to hit him anyway. Oh my god. Fuck you, 7, bro. I just not 100% what games we should stream on a PS3 yet. The one I did see did come with some games. Like Final Fantasy 13. Personally, not one of my favorite Final Fantasies. I'll make that very clear. Final Fantasy 14 for the PlayStation 3, which I think is no longer supported. I saw Armored Core. Then I was like, oh, well, maybe, because I like FromSoft. But at the end of the day, no matter which one I go for, I inevitably would buy it just to unregion lock it. And then I'd just be able to stream English and Japanese PlayStation games. At the same time, though, I can only buy... Oh my god, fuck you, dude. Card break 5? You counting my card breaks now? Because jailbreaking PS3 is actually pretty easy nowadays. Where am I going? Oh, we had our first one over here. I can't do that one yet. God damn it. Next one? I don't want Sleeping Darkness. I think I have to do Sleeping Darkness. I'm looking at a choice. I don't have any other 8s. Ah, that's bitter. It's like sweet with a bitter aftertaste. I definitely know I would want to do like maybe Resistance or or I don't know what other games are on PS. I was not a big PS3 player. Maybe Infamous. We can do Infamous. And the nice thing about the PS3 is it wasn't re-unlocked for the base games, just the PS2 and PS1 games. Alright, so we have to go all the way back down. Alright, down left. It's like he said, everything's just how I remember it, even this room. It must be nice being back in your old bedroom. Think of all the memories. You again. Sorry, but these memories I could do without. Maleficent gave me this room. So she did, and you lived here, tempted by the darkness she offered. You cast away your home, your friends, everything. But at least they gave you a nice room. Shut up. Riku literally fighting some demons. Oh, I did not expect that to reach. Who do you fight here? You don't fight Maleficent, no? I actually would want to know what his bosses are going to be. I don't really care for this one. I should keep the water close. No one here either. There's nothing but heartless in this castle. Voice, I know you're watching, so explain this. Where are the people from my memories? Tell me. Are you sure you want to see them? Of course I do. But you cast them aside. To reach the outside world, you passed through the door of darkness. Behind you, you left family, friends, home. Everything, all in pursuit of darkness. But I cast that aside too. Then what do you have to show for it? First your home, then the dark. Your heart only knows how to throw things away. It's empty, like that room. Like your memories. That's why no one is in the castle with you. Your heart is hollow. Except for the darkness you couldn't quite shake off. You're full of it. I rejected the darkness. Did you really now? Hey? Don't speak in Capricorn tones, boy. Man, I got no weights. Oh wait, did I not beat that thing's ass? Hold up, wait a minute. Aha! Anyways, let's go fight what's in here. I don't like Almighty Darkness either. I don't have cards to be challenging people nonstop for breaking. I knew you'd return, Riku. Maleficent, you're alive? You haven't been paying attention. I am but a figment of your memory. What? Of all the people I could run into, it had to be you. Who else? Your heart is steeped in darkness. You can only see people who exist in the same darkness. People like me. No. Be grateful you have someone to keep you company. Your heart is empty. Were it not for the darkness in your heart, you would be completely alone. That's sounding pretty good right about now. Come now. You once clung to me to sat your hunger for the darkness. You want me here. Who else but I can give you the darkness you long for? There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to the dark. But never again. You and your darkness have nothing to offer. All I did was lose myself, empty myself. I'm finished with all that. If I'm stuck seeing people like you, people of the dark, I'll take you out one by one. Then don't forget to take yourself out last. Because you, like me, are one of the dark. That's fine with me. I turned into darkness because my heart was weak. I hate that weakness. It's like I'm my own enemy. And seeing people like you embrace the darkness just makes it worse. Enough talk, Maleficent. So you hate the darkness enough to fight it. Oh, the agony you must feel. Let me end your pain, Riku. End it forever with the wondrous power of darkness. Could you stop bobbing your head for like 5 seconds, bro? Ow. Oh, so I still get that card. It's weird fighting such a weak form of her. Yeah, that was strange for me. The hell do I do with that? I did HP last, right? No, we did DP last. I can see it went up, so HP now. So what happens to the enemy cards we pick up? Do they just go right to the deck? There's no way fans or buts. Sacrifice reload speed to power up attack cards. Well, Riku doesn't really have a reload speed, so I think that just kind of busted, actually. Yeah. It's supposed to be like a moment of reprime. It's whatever. Hello. How's it going, mate? Oh, you bastard. You turned around. Didn't even think you could do that midway through. XP. How's it all going, everybody? Oh, boy. You bastard. So I was saying to some people here before, I'm actually... Could you stop flipping around? Oh my god, this guy's annoying. Bro, I can't. He's pissing me off. He's like burning all my stuff. Bro, stop! Oh my god, he just won't... He won't stop. I have no way to do it. Oh my god, he finally stopped. Instant turnaround every 5 seconds, man. Bap. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. But I was saying before to people is I'm looking at some PS3s right now to buy for our streaming stuff. And I'm a little indecisive because I want to buy the... What's it called edition? Like, I want to buy the 4 USB port, you know, major... What's it called? Backwards compatible one? Why do you shun the dark? Oh, come on. I know you heard every word I said to Maleficent. Darkness is your weapon. I need you to accept it. What do you care? Stop resisting, accept the darkness. You must. If you are to serve me again. Are you kidding me? It's Ansem. I thought it was... Well, Ansem, but not this Ansem. Ansem. Not Xehanort Ansem. Just as I thought. You don't seem surprised. You always were chatty when it came to darkness. So let me guess. You want to pull me back into the darkness and play Puppet Master again, right? Clever boy. You'll make a fine host. Now surrender to me again and... You're insane. There won't be an again. Bro, that's not an easy takedown. Did you really think you could harm me? A weakling like you couldn't even defeat Sora, and you had darkness on your side. Excuse me for being weak. You need the darkness. Submit. Bow to the darkness and bow to me. Not a chance. Only darkness can help you now. You're wrong. I have to do the Mickey when I can. That voice. Your Majesty, is that you? Shotamate. I have to commit to the voice on this one. Mickey. Haha! You betcha, Riku! You're not alone! Listen carefully now, Riku! You'll light up. The light'll never get up on you. Okay, that was a weird way to sentence that. You'll always find it, even in the... God, man, it's so corny sometimes. Hear that? I'm not losing to the darkness today, Ansem. You think some feeble light can save you from the darkness, I command. Fool. Oh, God. Ow, man's got a 9 just sticking out of the blue. Did you give me 3 zeros in a row, Mickey? Bro. You could have hooked me up better. Okay, ow. Ow. Whoa, it went up. What's going on here? So that's my ally here is Mickey Mouse. I mean, better than Donald randomly healing people. That all you got? It seems you are intent on resisting the darkness. Very well. See with your own eyes. What are those? These are cards crafted from your memory. Advance through the worlds they beget, and you will come to understand. Chasing the light will not distance you from the dark. You cannot run. Who's running? Give me the cards. I'll enter those worlds, and in the end, if I haven't given up, I win. I have one more gift for you. What did you do? I tampered with the darkness that remains in your heart. What, you still think I'd rely on the darkness? Whether or not you use it is your choice. I'll be waiting, Riku, for you to come to your senses and yield to the darkness. Riku's heart has been fortified. He can now enter dark mode in battle. Will fill after he takes damage or breaks opponent's cards. When DP displayed below, Riku's health gauge reaches a certain level. Enter dark mode. With the higher DP, Riku can stay in dark mode for a longer period of time. Well, it sounds like he's... But isn't that, like, counterintuitive to me using it? Don't I even get a hello, Lexius? Oh, these two are killed off by, like, Riku or something? What's going on, Zeon? I demand an explanation. Nice to see you too, Vexen. You know, it's deplorable the organization used to be the rope that binds us, and now it's full of kinks. How dare you? Let it go, Vexen. Xian, tell us. It's not Xian, it's Seon. Seon. I can't pronounce these people's names. Tell us, what did you do, Defect? Visitors, I picked up 2 scents in the castle Lost basement. One of them was Maleficent, but... Absurd, the witch is gone. She cannot return from the realm of darkness of her own volition. If you'd let me finish, the scent belonged to a very convincing double. But I can't say much beyond that, since that would be Maleficent is no more. Our other visitor saw to that. Who is it? I don't know, but the scent was very similar to the superiors. Exactly similar, if I may say. Rubbish. Fact, Vexen. Now what shall we do? Let us bide our time and see what develops. I added an influx for him. That didn't make sense. His voice, his bodily, like, autonomy tells me, like, something deeper and more stoic. Something tastes kind of funny. Tastes? What is it? It's so familiar. Darkness. The taste of darkness. The taste of darkness. Excuse me? What's happened to me? The darkness even seeps into my senses. Does it taste like charcoal or something? Don't worry, Riku. Your Majesty. You're a ball of light? What happened to you? You're all fuzzy. Uh-huh. I can only send a little bit of my power here.
But I have a request.
A request from your majesty.
Riku, don't let go of yourself just because the darkness has a hold of you.
Hold on you. I'll hold on you.
Fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy. But don't forget, even in the darkest darkness, there's always a little light.
Light within darkness.
You and I have seen it. The far off, welcoming light inside the door to darkness. The light of Kingdom Hearts. Riku, it'll show you the way. Please don't give up. Believe in the light. That's all I ask.
Okay, I'll try my best. And I'll try to
find my way to reach you. I'll come, I promise.
You're an illusion. My hand passes right through you.
But we shook hands.
Okay, I'm not even going with that one. I shook hands in our heart, with our hearts. So what, 10 levels of the thing? Shouldn't be too bad. Agrabah, Monstro... Was that Traverse Town? Neverland. Traverse Town. I want Traverse Town. Smack it. Oh, so we do get Mickey as our card. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds like it just reminds me of the Kingdom Hearts phone game. Dun, 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 dun. So now I understand why it's counting every time I break a card. Dun, dun. I don't want to hit it anyway. And I guess it only stacks per fight, so I can't like save these and use them later. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. It's like 7 XP per. Ugh. I guess the game realized how easy it is for me just to level with it. I mean, to be fair, there's not really much I can do about it. Like, like we should end up clearing a lot of these levels far faster than. Oh wow, my deck really went simple. I just realized I don't have anything crazy this time. Like, I have maybe 5 or 6 cards in this deck. That's crazy. To be fair, I literally said it earlier where I think this is actually pretty busted. I was wondering why, like, I was given such a strong deck, and now I've kind of realized, oh, that was just, you know, built for that area. Ow, bastard. whip out a card on them and it just does a mass AoE. Interesting. Ba 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 ba. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot how I'm supposed to get into dark mode when I want to go into dark mode. If possible. Oh god. Not the XP. Don't lose the XP. I'm trying to level up, man. This will probably be our only time taker because, like I said, we don't need to get buy movable points. We don't need to get movable packs. We don't need to farm certain things in the game. So it should be pretty easy, no? Looming Darkness. I went HP last time, so we gotta go DP. Dun 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 dun. I also forgot how I'm supposed to go into dark mode if I wanted to. It's not very necessary right now because everything's pretty damn weak, but I'm also a little annoyed I only have like 5 cards in my whole deck. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to fix the cable here. Alright. I honestly want to keep doing Teaming Darkness. Teaming Darkness gives me a lot of fights, gives me a lot of XP. Easy leveling. The game thing that I read when I was trying to figure out like what these two abilities do said that the most common level Riku will end on is about 40 to 50. So we just got to keep that in mind. So I'm not sure if that's like really bad or good. All I know is like I don't have a lot of cards in this level. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Schmack, schmack, schmack. Huh. Smack, smack, smack. Fetal Darkness. God damn it. What the hell? Yeah, how do I do the ability? What's D report? What? Is it like dark report? Mickey's the friend. How do we change forms? Oh my god. I forgot how to do it. There's only 5 cards. Now, admittedly, most things go down in like 5, but that's not the point. Or 3. So I'm like always having to reload midway through. I only have 2 buttons that work here. Jump. How do you change that? Because select changes the card. Yeah, that shuffles them back. How do you trigger it? Did I miss something? This key of beginnings? Yes, it is. Oh, hello. I just got hit. Ow. That's funny. Gimme. Hiya. That was easy. Is there like a cutscene that was supposed to come with that? Like, what the hell? Why did I fight a boss right away? What did you get? I guess. It's not too bad. I can't hit you. There we go. Now I can kind of hit them all at once. Hey, we're about to level up again. Oh, my bad. Wrong button. Yeah, how do we do the dark form thingy that it mentioned? It said, like, oh, you get dark form, and I'm like, bro, what does that mean? Nice. Oh, really? 1 XP. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it genuinely does. $20 is crazy. We did DP last time, health this time. And we alternate between the 2. Yeah, it's funky trying to hit them at this angle. $454. Whoa, XP. I'm losing no XP for no reason. Strong enough initiative actually might help speed things along because most of these fights are pretty much like round start fights. Nice. Like, am I only going to see the enemies because of the stuff that, you know, as mentioned before with Riku? Actually, how much XP am I getting per fight? This one will do strong initiative and see if that helps speed things along on the grinding process. Bum bum bum. Get him, Mickey. I can't hit you guys. It's right at the door. Get away from the door, man. Like that, told you. Faster, clear. Oh, come on. Now I can kind of clear them out both at the same time. Yay! 236. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. So apparently the slides are only accessible through the dark form, which I'm actually not sure how you're supposed to access. And it hasn't really, like, gone over it yet. Or it went over it, I just forgot how to do it. Deform Riku GBA. Dark. Dark form Riku GBA. Oh. I have to accumulate 30 dark points by breaking enemy cards. I'm an idiot. Okay. So I just looked it up. It's just something that triggers. And you won't know when. Well, you will know because you broke cards 30 times. So, but the thing is, I'm also fighting enemies at a degree that's like way too fast for me to do that. If that makes sense. Like, it takes way too long when I fight things to do that. I'm gonna actually get these because I need to heal. These actually have a little bit of relevance with Riku because he doesn't have cure or anything. It's just prey on the HP thing. Alright. Next. 9. So if, let's say, I fight a boss and I break the boss 30 times, Riku would trigger. Outside of that, it won't do anything else. And every time I see that drink you mentioned, I keep thinking of the Philippines, and I don't know why. The Philippines or Thailand? Just a lot of Southeast Asia. Mostly because there used to be an Asian store back where I used to live in Melbourne, Florida. I don't remember if that was the drink I had an issue with, or there might have been another drink I had an issue with. And that reminds me of that drink every once in a while. Dun, 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 dun. It's probably here in Japan somewhere, but I think I'd have to buy it from like an international store, in which I'm at that point I'm just like, no. Because Japanese imported products are overpriced. Huh. Nice. Looming darkness. Oh wait, was that it? Okay, that was fast. The hell? I've identified the scent. It's Riku. Riku? But Riku is gone. He and the king were lost when they ventured beyond the door to darkness. How could he have escaped? Riku once shouldered the darkness. Perhaps that made him half dark. Half dark. And that's why you mistook him for the superior. Fascinating. The dark power given to Riku facilitated his escape from the realm of darkness. One with ties to both the Keyblade and the powers of darkness. This merits further research. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Hello, how's it going, my mate? What I want to know is why Riku appeared here in the castle Oblivion. Ha, that's simple. His existence resonates with that of another hero. Sora came, so Riku followed. Sora's in the castle? Yes, he and his companions arrived earlier. By now, that dog Lucia is already using Namae to meddle with Sora's heart. Interesting. I had no idea. I don't think Marluxia plans to hand Sora over. But he can play his little game. If he gets Sora, then we need only acquire Riku. If he truly is like the superior, then we will be untouchable. Well, this is interesting. I'm not really sure what to say about that, other than the fact that, creepy, don't touch children. But hey, you know, it's 2026, and if people aren't getting arrested for the Epstein files, I don't know what else is. I don't know what else to say. And that'll be the most political I get on my channel. Making it very clear now. Making it very clear right now. It's the furthest I'm going with that. Dun, 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 dun. I like the 8-bit, like, not the 8-bit, like, but the pixelated animations. Oh no, I hope I don't cast any magic to trigger the green these thingies. I don't know what they're called. This deck is actually well more endowed than the other ones. Oh, I was like, I thought he was gonna finish it more, especially since like, I'm only level 12, I think. Your boy is getting slammed over here, and you healed yourself. What a pro! Dun, 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 dun. Do I still get barrel spiders? Aw, maybe. I'd be down if there's still barrel spiders. Will I still hit the barrels? That's free XP. Dun, 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 dun. Ow, asshole. But yeah, like, where the hell else was Riku gonna go? Or does he, like, revisit certain things later? I don't know. We'll see. I'm just curious. Like, yeah, see, there's only, like, one icon point in there. What level am I? Not the right button. I'm level 13, so yeah, we're, like, leveling fairly normal. As I said before, at least the wiki said, like, Riku should, on average, level to, like, what's it called? Level 30 by the end of this. Not, sorry, level 30. Level 40 to 50. Now that we get to verse the forgettable nobodies. Because let's be honest, they are kind of the most forgettable in the organization. Sorry about that. We did HP last, so DP next. Who goes home? Oh, Riku? So we're getting Riku lore, is that what I'm understanding? Dun 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 dun. Like I said, this is the only thing that kind of sucks with games like this is you have to grind. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, you have to get the grind up. It doesn't help that I'm breaking my card as well. I guess, yeah, Destiny Island is one. And then the question of how much Ansem is going to be involved in the story. Ow. Oh, if I get hit, it also includes... I don't think we're going to see it unless I force it. In which I'm not trying to, like, burn our stream timer. Dun, 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 dun. Or a boss. I feel like a boss is definitely going to be the most practical area for a card break against me. Bastards. Yeah, see, my timer goes down. What's the mouse do? Mickey will do... I don't know, he just comes down and flashes a card at them. and that just messes them up for some reason. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. You'd have to try it. I was surprised I found my copy, and then and if you can get what's called I don't know if it's available outside of the U.S., but there's an amazing retro console called the Retro Freak. It is sold on Japanese Amazon. I used to have one. I'll probably buy. I'm looking to buy another one when I can. If people have to know why I sold it, I got poor. But basically, I downloaded this cartridge to my PC because it lets you basically download all your games to SD card. Yeah, see, I'll show you what Mickey does. Watch. Just hit someone with a flash card and then calls it a day. Yeah, I mean, if you can do it, go for it. Like, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. That's the best way to do it. Oh, the Chikorita. So I'm debating what our next game is. I'm thinking I'm gonna make it Pokemon Black. I have it. I downloaded the cart to my 3DS, and I can just move it over to my PC. This is the legal way to emulate your games, people. You hear that, Nintendo? Nothing been pirated here. No, yeah, 100%. Like, I'm not even joking. I have downloaded all mine through proper cartridge download tools. All I did was break my terms of service on my 3DS. Oh, wait. Doesn't matter anymore. What the fudge? Oh, come on. Double big body is crazy. Whoa! I didn't even know I could do that. I know, hacking the 3DS is the one thing I genuinely, when I wrote, I did not know I could do these. I didn't know about these. Okay. Oh, thank you for the follow, mate. If you want to avoid ads, my best recommendation is check out the YouTube. That seems to be the place where like a lot of people watch me from, anyways. Because that's you'll notice there's like obviously the three chats, or the two chats going on, and that's because I got both YouTube and Twitch running. Yeah, I have the RTMP code that was made by someone named Yuki. I forget their whole name. They have. Oh wait, are they overlapping? They shouldn't be overlapping. I'm gonna bring YouTube down then. I didn't know they were overlapping. My apologies. Yeah, no, I have a multi-stream codecs on vanilla OBS, so pretty much the whole time I'm just multi-streaming. But YouTube, I'm gonna be honest, is definitely the more popular place where people watch me. Twitch is fine. I have no problem. I'm just warning you. I know how egregious Twitch ads are, and I like to help people, you know, avoid that. Like, even if I inevitably get monetized by YouTube, which we're getting actually fairly close. By the way, thank you everybody who's helped me hit to 700 and what are we at? 770 something subscribers. Seriously, thank you for that. That's huge. That like gets us pretty close to our goal, which is the 1,000 subs. We still got a little bit. All right, then no worries. Yeah, no, we're getting close. And the second I hit that, oh, okay, I see what's happening. So we can hit Dark Form by just doing this. It counts every card as a card break, see? Yeah, no, we're really getting close. If we hit that 1,000, but I still have to make a certain number of viewership count over here. I have to hit, like, I think it's... I have to hit, like, 3,000 sub-hour, or not sub, view. Like, it's... For super chats and whatnot, we have to reach... How much was it? I think it's... 3,000 viewer hours. So people have to, like, watch my channel for about 3,000 hours in total in 1 year. And 4,000 to get ad revenue. DaVinci Resolve, I'm pretty sure it's just called DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is a phenomenal software and way better than trying to even use pirated Premiere Pro, because Premiere Pro has been ass for years. It's hard, but it's worth learning. And as someone who went to school for that, like, or for, like, you know, using that kind of stuff, I will say I've used multiple softwares. I will tell everybody to use DaVinci over Premiere Pro any day. It's absolutely worth learning. It's a freeware to, like, a certain resolution, which most YouTubers don't need to go over that resolution. Or even content creators in general. Like, unless you're making 4K films. I don't pay for anything on my DaVinci. Then again, I claimed the student copy. I haven't seen a request for money yet. I think. I don't know. They never asked me to pay. My school doesn't, like, get a free copy from my understanding, but, like... You don't have to pay. You just get a limited version, but I don't need 4K exporting and whatnot. That's the big thing. You don't need that. I got my waters. I can drink. I have a big water. In case any of y'all know, Japan has my favorite thing, and that is 2-liter water bottles. For 63 cents. Yeah, I know. But, again, 63 cents. No, normally I have no problem drinking out of the sink. I just bought these because I was lazy. It's actually weird because they're heavy as hell and I could just turn around and go to the sink for it. Actually... okay, whatever. Yeah, no, it's been really nice. I mean, yeah, well, actually, because I carry a case of 6 of them when I have to walk home with it. That's usually how it works. Is I'll get like a case of 6 of them. Damn it. Oh, give me the Mickey. I mean, honestly, if you can find a way to work out at home with a cheaper price, you might as well. I don't understand the point about like people who like waste quintessentially tons of money when there's so many ways to work out cheaper at home. Not saying it's obviously sometimes people need the atmosphere, and that's a real thing. Like I'm kind of one of the, it's for prime example is. One reason I went to university, or one reason I couldn't do online school for like the longest time is the atmosphere helps me actually learn. Yeah, so yeah, just pick a couple of those up. If you actually like, they'd be hard to like crunch. I was about to say like you can crunch them and then, dude, that would be really hard to do. I thought like, maybe you can crunch it for a second there, and I'm like that would be kind of crazy. Yeah, I did it for a few years when it was my, when I was originally going for my bachelor's, and then I was just like, screw this. I found a university in Tokyo that I could transfer to, and, well, did that. And I finished my degree out here. I would not want to do online anymore. Like, it's mostly because originally I was doing, a degree in mathematics. And I had one really bad experience with a really mid professor whose like answer to everything when you asked her a question was quintessentially, just refer to the textbook or go use the tutor service, in which the tutor service we had, you know, sucked ass. I mean, yeah, if you're that close, you might as well. I think I was like at, by the time I said screw this, I was at, I was at 33 credits. Yeah, well, this was stuff I wasn't aware of at the time. I ended up telling another mathematics professor when I did a, I guess, what was it called? That's crazy. A professor actually using AI. Could you imagine the irony of a comp sci professor using AI? I say that because, like, they're the most common to, like, really rip into AI. That's crazy. Like, the fact that Professor actually used AI is honestly the funny part to me. Yeah, it's my one professor actually gave up on like having people like our one class, which is our IH system, like the general intellectual heritage philosophy courses that like most colleges make people take. The professor literally gave up on people having to write papers and just started having them do creative works for philosophy. You ever see people like fall apart to do a like artistic type of work for class? More than a paper? Oh my god, it's crazy. I've never seen people fall apart more. Because they honestly, it's like you can't really cheat it. He's like, I want you to do something different. I want you to go out of your way, you know, see if you can create some creative works or something in that manner. I want you to see if you can, like, you know, showcase the, you know, the meaning of Plato's meaning of existence through this. And it's like, bro, this is a gen ed. What the hell do you want me to do? Write a poem. Do something different. And I'm like... He's like, yeah, I want you to show the concepts of community through from the existing lens. And it's like... Heh? So, and bear in mind, some of these students are not artsy students. They are, like, computer science, economics, very, like, business majors... Cran munchers, those are the business majors. People want to crap on comms. Nah, dude. A business degree is like the most... BS degree I've ever seen. Like, you can fly by on that. That's why, like, one of my favorite recent, like, TikTok videos or Instagram reels, YouTube shorts, is this guy who sits here and, like, makes a joke about, like, what every major is like. Obviously, the most common one for comp-sci is, like, oh, they smell. I mean, yeah, if you have it. Like I said, Nintendo. I downloaded it legally through my Retro Freak. So, yeah, you can use emulations and stuff like that, and I'm going to do that every single time to be like, Nintendo, you can piss off. I have this game legally. Fight me. I will say right now, playing it with a PlayStation 5 controller is actually much easier than a D-pad. Oh, you bastard. Here's the thing. I learned some things because I worked for a legal division here. Not a legal division, but like I worked at the law school here at the school, and I got to meet many lawyers who, you know, work for multiple companies, including Nintendo. And I learned some interesting things about the Nintendo. Well, not Nintendo itself, actually. I learned some things about how the operations work of Nintendo's system. And a lot of people want to go, oh my god, Nintendo, bad company, bad things, very bad company. It's like, itself is not bad. Nintendo itself is not bad, and they actually don't even mind a majority of the stuff the fans do. They don't mind the Smash Bros. They don't mind the freaking, you know, fan mods and stuff like that. They don't. You know who has a discrepancy with it? The lawyers. And you think, oh, and then there's all these people like in the US who think, oh, well, you know, Japan can just, you know, they can stop it, right? And it's like, no, actually, no, because the way the company structure works in Japan, a company cannot control their legal division to a degree. And that includes the lawsuits they wish to pursue. Yeah, there's things that's nice about it. There's definitely things that I'm genuinely enjoying. Not the stuff that people would normally expect me to say. I mean, yeah, once you have a bachelor's, you can get the visa easily. You just have to find a job that'll hire you and then be willing to work with you to help you get the visa coordination and all that stuff. And then obviously you'll need Japanese. I don't know how good your Japanese is. I mean, unless you want to be an English teacher, then, you know, it's whatever. Most English teaching jobs don't even require any form of Japanese. Although my English teaching job does like the fact that I speak Japanese. Yeah, I would learn, like... You don't need to learn, like, Kango. If you're just some, like... foreigner, like, if you're doing Kango, I mean, you'll impress people if you do Kango. Kegel. Because it's not normally something a foreigner will say. I can actually just shotgun this. That's crazy. Oh, God. You'll need... So if you're working for, like, an actual company, you're gonna need an N2. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. You're gonna need an N2. Even though I'm gonna be honest, there's gonna be moments where you hear people speaking Japanese, and you'll be like, did I really need to learn Japanese? Because he just said, like, 4 things in English in the middle of a sentence. And it's kind of funny, like, reporto. Presentation. No, presentation, technically there is a word for presentation, but they'll also use stuff like PowerPoint to kind of go around that. It's... Yeah, Sora is really clunky and makes the game definitely a lot harder. But once you... I pretty much ran Cloud Sonic Blade for, like, a majority of the game. And that, like, did the whole job. I have to sneeze. Yeah, I think I did, what did I do? It was a lot of Sonic Blade. It was a lot of Sonic Blade, a lot of... What else did we do? Sonic Blade. Actually, if you're in the US, there is a retro console that's easily accessible in the US called the Retron. Retron 4, Retron 5. It plays Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, I think Mega Drive. It does not play Nintendo 64. It might play Nintendo 64. I don't remember. But I hear mixed reviews about it, as some of them come pretty much already failing. That's my only problem with the Retron 5. I, like, remember asking someone for the recommendation about it, and they're like, dude, that thing has, like, a 50-50 chance of failing on you if you buy it. I'm like, that sounds awful. Oh, if you, well, I mean, yeah, if you have that, then go ahead. My old trick was actually, that's nice. I mean... I sadly ran into the situation where I kind of had to sell a bunch of cool stuff, including my Game Boy player, which I think was actually my favorite way to play Game Boy games on stream. If you go to my YouTube, you'll actually be able to see where I was using a lot of really cool consoles at one point. Like, I have a couple times where I was actually streaming Dreamcast. Actually, I'm just going to show it real quick. Just go over here. Ignore all my tabs, because I have everything open for streaming and obviously Evo. I'm going to show it real quick. Oh yeah, no, I had hey, what? Inbox Japanese with a Game Boy player, GameCube modded with... That's nice. I can't mod that. That'll be a nightmare. We're gonna go to shorts. I'm gonna go to oldest. Let me see if I can pull it up. Get a load of this. Everybody else can see. Not display capture. Ah, yeah, we can do display capture. 10 hertz monitor. And we're just gonna go to probably the easiest one. If we see right here. Why is that so tiny? Okay, I think it's the resolution. So here's my channel, as everybody knows. And you can see my whole list of titles from like the history of me playing this on stream. And my favorite one still stands as... right here. Here's a good one. So let's see if it shows up. It should show it. I'm going to turn off the volume so we don't hear it. I used to have, well, VTuber model. And I also used to have, like, little figurines that would sit on the stream. But I also wanted to... I stopped doing a lot of this because I wanted to showcase more gameplay for everyone. How do we get to the main part, which is me turning on the console? No, we're missing the best part. Right here. Yes. I was running streams off an OG Dreamcast. And I was streaming Dino Crisis. Ignore the Sea Viper gameplay. I was watching Sea Viper gameplay. But yes, no, we were doing Dream... Oh, no, Dreamcast was crazy good. I never got to play it as a kid. I mean, because it's older than me. But still, it was a cooler console to check out for once. Because I never had that opportunity. And basically, I was like, ooh, I found this for a good price. I think I found the Dreamcast for like $120, and I bought it. It came with a controller, and they threw me in a memory card. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. Someone was telling me that apparently it was mixed with... Chain of Memories was originally mixed with Final Mix on the Japanese one, but I can't say for sure because I haven't found any Chain of Memories copies for the PS2. Well, I can say buying the Dreamcast was a little hit or miss for me. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think the only reason I wanted it was because originally I was going to try and make the purchase for the Berserk Dreamcast game. Because there is a Berserk Dreamcast game, for anybody who doesn't know. I genuinely wanted to play the Berserk Dreamcast game. For anybody who wants to know what that's like, it's like playing, what is the name of the game title called again? I don't remember the name. Dynasty Warriors. It plays a lot like Dynasty Warriors, from what I'm told. Oh, wait, I have to fight this thing? Wait for it to do something so I can break it. Because I don't want it breaking me. Aha, nerd. What the hell? Ow. No, yeah, 2.5, like, the whole remastered edition has it. The games they did not include were, like, 365 and the DICE one, which I don't even know what that one is. I've never played the DICE one, so I can't say much about it. Nice. Parasite Cage. Ew. The name feels unsettling. I need health because I lost some health in that fight. That's fine. And then one thing I'm actually looking at on Medicuddy right now. I know nothing of it. I did not watch the cutscenes on the remaster because I have, or the, what's it called, 2.5, 1.5 version. I just thought it'd be better to save it for a stream to just play the game. I genuinely wanted to play the game more than I wanted to sit there and listen to, I think it's Master Sid narrate the whole thing. It's a huge waste of time for me. I was just like, no. I'd rather just play it. Oh, is display still on? Yeah, it's like, how am I supposed to enjoy the story? I want to play the game. So I could just, like I said before, just download it to my 3DS and then move them over to Melon Mix. I have not heard of Melon Mix. Is that like a mod or something? I am not well versed in mods. Actually, that's a lie. There is one mod I have ever been tempted to try for retro games, like a ROM hack, and that is Super Mario Sunshine Eclipse. It is the only mod I have ever thought about playing because it looked kind of cool. It brought my... In widescreen? Is it like... Like, what is that? Melon Mix? Hold on, let me check it. Let me look it up real quick. Melon Mix? Is that what you said? Melon Mix? Hold on, let me look at it real quick. Just pull it up real quick. Melon Mix. DS. Oh, it's a DS simulator. Melon DS. Yeah, I know about the DS simulator, Melon. That's I was planning to use a DS simulator. I don't really know many DS simulators. Because I have I'm still debating what our next stream is gonna be. But it's very debatable on being a couple games of Melon Mix specifically. Alright, I'll check it out when I can. It's a mod of the emulator. I'll have to look it up. Because I'm planning to do, it's been actually heavily requested lately, that people want me to play Pokemon Black. Which would be interesting, because I haven't played that game in a very long time, and I really didn't pay attention last time I played it. I was only playing it because I wanted to move a, soft-boiled Clefable to Pokemon Leaf Green. Oh, come on, you bastard. For my Pokemon Diamond version. Oh, actually, no, it's for my Pokemon, what game was it? It was Pokemon... Thanks. I think it was for, Pokemon Ruby and... Omega Ruby or Ultra Sapphire. That's our, Alpha Sapphire. Because I was trying to do a competitive build, and I wanted a soft-boiled Clefable. And the only one to have gotten one was by using a copy of Pokemon Leaf Green. I don't remember which one I did last. Okay, I did DP this time. Yeah, and the only way to get a soft-boiled Clefable is by breeding it in... I think it's like doing one of those breed moves. It's a breeding move in Leaf Green only. And then you have to bring it all the way up into Omega Ruby and Sapphire. And sadly, I messed up and deleted my Clefable soft-boiled in Pokemon Sword and Shield, because I did not know that Sword and Shield was going to delete my moves when I tried to use it in competitive play. I guess it's like an anti-cheat measure, while at the same time, I'm like, dude, you guys just screwed something I had for years. Like, I get you don't want cheaters, but really? This was the way to do it. Luckily, it didn't mess with my abilities because I have a I had also a speed boost Blaziken that I've been really mad if I lost because I spent like weeks trying to hatch a speed boost Torchic. Riku, I presume. Who are you? Are you with Ansem? You are half correct. Let us say that it's not that Ansem you know. He is Ansem, and he is not. Which is to say, he is nobody. Bruh. Nobody, huh? Sorry, riddles aren't my thing. Try making some sense. He belongs to neither the light nor the dark, but walks the twilight between. As do I, and for that matter. Bro, no, seriously, it's like we're trying to like figure stuff out. That's right. We have much more in common. We have much in common. Maybe we do. But so what? Is that an invitation to invitation to join your club? Yeah, there's darkness inside me, just like you said. But the darkness is my enemy. And you are, too, for making everything around here reek of it. Oh ho, so it's a fight you want. Very well, a fight you shall have. You shall get. Should have saved before this fight. I hate fighting him only because this crap is so stupid. Because all you can really do is just beat out his... I can't do anything of that. Oh god, I hate this move. Oh my god, Riku is fast. Like, fast, bro. Come on. Do it, you won't. Do what you won't. Oh, that sucks. Get out of here with that. Oh god. Owie. Did it just reload while I wasn't looking? Interesting. Do what you won't. Do what you won't. Do what you won't. Mickey! You already got hit, bro. I don't think there's any point in like canceling me out now. Aww. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Mickey Mouse! No! He cucked me on the Mickey Mouse play. Nice. Get that AP up. That battle has made it clear. The darkness coursing through you is a tremendous power. All you need was the right provocation. Great. So that was a trick? Precisely. Your fiery reaction provided just the data I needed. You have my thanks, Riku. Well, that happened. So I go to... Oh, I really hate Agrabah, though. I don't like sand. And this has, like, always been one of my least favorite levels. I don't know what it is. I don't like sand levels. Everybody else, oh, I hate water levels. I hate sand levels. Actually, I think I know what it is. There's a couple games I used to play as a kid where, like, the sand would constantly try to drown you. And you're like, cool, I hate this. Then I also hate hot weather and stuff, so, you know. Does that mean I gotta go verse Rip's Genie Jafar? What's the other one? Can't dodge an attack when it's on your head. Oh, wait, am I out of... It doesn't matter if I'm out of map cards. Ain't nothing special for me to get. Bruh. But I was saying before, I keep losing track of my thoughts. So one thing I found is a PS3 160 gigabyte Slim. I know it's not the full backwards compatibility model, but I wanted to buy something safe because I haven't had a chance to do thermal padding on a actual, you know, potential yellow light of death version. You know, we don't want to risk buying a full PS3 and then watch it literally crash out on us. And I don't, because I also don't have any of the tools to actually do the thermals like I'd want to. Because I can do like the thermal paste and whatnot, but I don't have a soldering iron or a heat gun at the moment. Ow. Afterwards, and you know, not a big deal, but that's the same reason why I need to buy one actually for my my GameCube, because I want to unregion lock my Japanese one, although I might save that kind of mod for something a little bit better. If anything, use the one I have now to kind of experiment with modding, like hard modding, because I want to do a, what do you call, an anti to remove the region lock off my GameCube, even though technically I don't really need to because I have a Nintendo Wii. Like, the biggest reason I used the GameCube in Japanese GameCube was for the GBA emulation. I don't really need the map cards. We're done? Alright. Oh, we have to hit it. Just wanted the free health. How's the map look? Favorite GBA game of all time? Ooh. That is hard to say. Not because I didn't play. I haven't really played a lot of GP. The fun fact is I haven't played many GBA games. And as a kid, I played all like the really funky titles. Like I was gifted not with Pokemon, but The Hobbit on the Game Boy Advance, or Tony Hawk Pro Skater, or Tony Hawk Underground on Game Boy Advance. Which, might I add, actually the Tony Hawk games were actually kind of cool on Game Boy. For anybody who's about to go, oh, that sucks. No, Tony Hawk games were awesome. The Hobbit, it wasn't bad. Van Helsing, interesting. Trying to think of like all the other Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games I've played. I played this, obviously. I know there was a couple other titles people wanted me to play. Super Monkey Ball was interesting on the Game Boy. I can definitely say my least favorite one was Lego Star Wars for the Game Boy Advance. I'll show you I did not like Lego Star Wars on the Game Boy Advance. It was probably because it was a big disappointment. I played Lego Star Wars for the Nintendo DS, so I thought it'd be somewhat close to what it was on the DS, but I was very quickly proven wrong. And I was actually quite disappointed because I was like, oh, I can't wait to play this. And then I got to play it and I'm like, oh, I regret decisions. Nah, it was nothing like it was on the DS. Because, like I said, I played it for my buddy had it on the DS. And we used to sit in his living room and just sit there and play that for God knows how long. But then we'd also then switch to the one on Xbox shortly after. Because he had both copies. Because, you know, his family was bloody rich. I don't know what his dad did, but, like, he had friends in a lot of crazy places. I've told the story a bit of like about my friend here, my childhood friend Adam as a kid. Dude, this guy had the hookup. I don't know what his dad did, but we got to do some cool ass shit. Like they had an arcade cabinet in his living room. He had a birthday party. One room was a PlayStation 2, the other one was a GameCube. He had 4 rooms stocked with just gaming devices. I'm not even joking. It was like one room was Xbox. He had his Xbox set up. It was not. Well, yeah, no, it was. Actually, it was. Because I played this game in 6th grade. 6th grade is a... Yeah, no, he had a full-blown Miss Pac-Man arcade cabinet in his living room. Now, bear in mind, I was a poor kid. So hanging around this kid was awesome as a kid. My GameCube was a hand-me-down that my brother later... Jinpri? Why'd I do Japanese when I... Jinpri? I know what you said. I just don't know why I responded in Japanese. I apologize. That was weird. You said something in French, and my brain went, you know what, go Japanese. Do the mix-up. He'll never see this one coming. It wasn't anything bad. We just moved away. He lived in Ohio, I think Cleveland. And we just never kept up. We never had a way to communicate, because this is in the era where, like, internet wasn't a thing. Like, I was able to keep a majority of my friends in 6th and 7th grade because, one, to be fair, that's actually not that fair. Those people I knew forever. But, like, even the people in 5th grade, I got to remember because Facebook was a thing, even though probably a 5th grader should not have been on MySpace and Facebook. Because the amount of stuff people were doing on those things was not okay. I got once invited to some weird-ass party on, what's it called? Yo Village? Zanga's Yo Village. Oh my god. I remember the most awkward situation with someone on there. But nothing really bad happened. We were really inseparable friends. Like, we hung out all the time. I think it's because I was slightly older and I always stood up for him. I was the one who was lucky enough to take fighting classes. He was definitely a smaller, scrawnier dude. He had cool as shit, but if he got into an altercation, like, he could not do it. He was not. I think it's the biggest reason why his dad liked me around. Because I remember people giving him crap once, just because he was a third grader, who were in my class. And like, I was able to, at least I was kind of like chill with those people, so they were able to back off on him. That was really stupid, though. God, I remember cringy shit I used to do in 4th grade. Ah, 4th grade cringe. Probably not as bad as middle school cringe. I'm trying to debate which one's worse. Actually, that was 3rd grade. He was a 2nd grader. I apologize, because I didn't go to 4th grade. I didn't go to 4th grade in Ohio. I went to 3rd grade in Ohio. Yeah, quintessentially, I guess. Except we were huge Star Wars nerds as kids. We played so much Star Wars. His dad. Okay, I mentioned this story on stream before. His dad, I don't know how he had these hookups. That's an interesting title. His dad was able to get a pre-theater copy of Star Wars the third movie. I don't know how. He just told me he had a friend who worked on the set. And they gave him, like, a burned CD of the film. And we just watched it in his freaking... in his living room on their big-ass TV. I know Street Fighter was originally an arcade game. Because I've seen the Evo moment, I think it's Evo moment 26 or 36 or something like that. Did not know that the fighting game was that, though. Interesting. This is before they started switching titles with that. Yeah, but we sat there watching Star Wars the third movie straight up in his living room. And I was like, this is awesome. And then when it finally came to the theaters, he just got us, like, tickets to go see it. And we went to go watch it in the theaters. And I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah, I don't know what his dad did. Like, he had a normal job, but then on the same time, he had a side hustle of running a thrift shop of retro games at a flea market on the weekends. Like, I do not know what this man did. That's been the biggest thing that I've always asked. Like, what did this guy do for a job? That he just had this level of connections and everything else he's got. And like I said, he was a really cool dude. I liked being around his family and all that stuff. They were always helpful and stuff like that. To be fair, there were a couple friends that I moved away from that some stuff happened that I wasn't happy about. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Like I had another friend of mine, whose name was Cody. He lived in, we lived in, I think it was McHenry County, Illinois, I think it was. And take note, this was long ago, so there's no such thing as doxing someone anymore in this situation. This was like 2008. I had a copy of one of my favorite JonTron videos of, what was it called? Of Star Fox Adventures, or John liked to call it Star Fox Temperatures. And it was... And me and him were trying so hard to figure out how to beat this game. Because so I lent him my GameCube. And he lent me his Nintendo 64. And what happened was... well, actually, no, rephrase that. Let me reiterate. I didn't really lend him my GameCube. I lent him the game with my memory card. And this wasn't a normal memory card. This was a, like, 124 megabyte... megabyte Madcast game memory card. These were, like, pretty damn expensive to have back then. Because having that much memory in a game was crazy. And, sadly... I gave it to him for... You know, because I wanted him to... I know my family, I think, still has one of their arcade cabinets, but it's like a basic Pac-Man one. I don't like it because it's loud as hell. It's annoying to hear. But I was saying... What was I thinking about? It was the... my head is now losing... thought of what I was talking about. Oh, my friend Cody. Yeah, I gave him my copy of Star Fox Adventures and my my memory card, because he said he was going to try to figure out, because we got stuck at this part where we had no idea how to get it. It was the portal section of the game. There's like a part of the game where there's this portal that you have to go in to reach the... I don't think it's the final section, but it's near the final section. Oh, it's alchemy. And we got stuck, and he went ahead and borrowed it. He lent me his entire Nintendo 64 with Pokemon Stadium, which I said I'd hook up the... Because I had copies of Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Yellow, and he was gonna... And I was gonna put some of my Pokemon on there for him so he can play them on Pokemon Stadium. And that was basically our trade. And... Next thing, but here's the problem. My mom worked at the same place they lived, which was this place called Brunswick. I guess my mother had a falling out with them for the dumbest reason possible, which is only because my mom didn't want to date the owner. I'm not even joking. It was literally this reason that she was getting let go. And so I never got to see my friend again, and guess who still had my copy of... fucking Star Fox Adventures and his 126 megabyte memory card. I don't know if he still has it, but yeah, that was actually a thing that happened. It was crazy, and so I just never got to see my friend again because of that. I mean, a good reason for my mother not to be around that area again, but definitely sucks and would have liked it, and wish I knew that was gonna happen or something was gonna happen, because me and him, I had no idea. We're just two kids trying to figure out how to beat a level on a game. Too many of those. Yeah, no, it sucks. And so I had no memory card. And so when my mom finally bought me a brand new... My mom inevitably bought me a brand new GameCube because my little brother broke mine later. Broke mine at like, I forgot what happened. But basically, my brother, the GameCube, or Super Smash Brothers Melee wasn't working for the GameCube. So he thought the solution was pour water down the, the area where the disc reader is, down the laser. I'm not joking. Ow, you bastard. Actually, this might be worse. And so, yeah, no. GameCube broke. And, sibling, if you are watching this clip or stream or whatever this is set as, don't worry, you're not the only one who broke a console. And they can tell you 100% they broke a console. Or broke my DS. That's actually the best move here. So yeah, I guess we didn't have a GameCube anymore until he was 10, and my mom bought me a new one for my birthday. And I hope my mom never actually figures out that I found it by accident when I was in her closet. Why was I in the closet? I was trying to find toilet paper because that's where you usually kept the toilet paper. Probably not the greatest place to put it when you're also trying to hide your son's GameCube, birthday GameCube. Yeah, no, like, I guess, so my one sibling, so I had a white DS. The edges started, you know, obviously with age, became dark. He thought it needed to be washed. Ran it right underwater. I got it and I'm like, why is it wet? Why isn't it working? Oh, God. I got so mad. And to be fair, I was like 10, 11 years old. So, you know, I'm allowed to be a little bit irrationally mad about it. If I was like a way older sibling, I probably would have been a lot more chill about it. But I was not too far off their age. So I generally usually got quite angry when they broke something. Which is obviously why, as I got older, I became more tame. I think that's the only consoles that were broken. None of the other the other sibling didn't break anything, luckily. But then again, he was obsessed with the other thing I had, which was a computer. But that one was kind of like I had to share it no matter what. Luckily, majority of the time, they never really wanted to play the computer, so... Aha. And so everybody knows, I didn't really have anything crazy like Doom or anything like that. Basically, at that same flea market I mentioned earlier, there was a person selling 1995 Windows Packer bells, where they basically set them up like Raspberry Pis with a Zofar emulator engine on it to run Super Nintendo games on it. If you're familiar with the ROM engine called, I think it's called Zen-Swiss or something like that. I don't remember the name. It's pretty dated. You wouldn't use it now. Even though I do like how the UI looks, so I can't sit there and be like, I hate this one. It's just, it hasn't been updated in years, and it's been kind of abandoned as a project. Like I said, I like the UI, I like the interface. I think it just, it adds to the retro aesthetic. But it was generally meant to be ran on, like, LCD, like, CRT monitors. But again, it was a really cool system. It ran really well. It was just on a Packard Bell computer. I think my mom bought it for like $100 or something. And that's how I played a majority of the Super Nintendo games I know today. Like, I've only owned a handful of these. My first game console was F-Zero. The SNES. I'm assuming you meant SNES F-Zero. The first console I've ever played, at least that I can recall, was, if any of you are old enough, you probably remember at one point where stores used to have, like, internal daycares in them. My mom worked at one of those stores for merchandising, and I usually would be in the daycare. Well, guess what they had in a daycare? A Nintendo 64. Now, sadly, admittedly, I was a huge Pokemon fan as a kid, and I didn't get to play the Pokemon Stadium one. So I just played the Super Mario 64 one, and I'll admit that, from my recollection, that is the first video game I've ever played. So, Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. It was not the first game console I've ever owned. The first actual game console I ever owned was the Nintendo GameCube, which was gifted to me by my aunt. Well, actually, no. It was gifted to my family by my aunt, given to me by my mother. When I was in 2nd grade, because I remember getting the Nintendo GameCube, a Yu-Gi-Oh card binder. It had Kaiba. I kept that binder forever, man. And I'll be honest, my cards look like crap. I had no idea how to take care of my cards. No sleeves, rubber band on the cards. Oh god, that was an era. Wait, is there Mickeys on this? It was bad. It was bad. Take note, I later became a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player, and so those were egregious times to think about. I think I would live with a pound of middle school cringe before ever wrapping Yu-Gi-Oh cards in a rubber band again. Although it would be very tempting to do that at a tournament sometime. Just literally come in with like a full rubber band deck, but like I'll make it a full meta deck. Like it has to be a really, really good deck. Play like obviously the lowest rarities, but then just rubber band it together. Make everybody stare as you just whipped out of this huge meta deck and covered in a rubber band. Pulls out the paper mat from a structure deck box. But you have to be very careful. You can't damage it. Because as soon as you damage a card... Oh no, even better. I should carry copies of cards that inevitably I damage. Shuffle it in the worst possible way. God, people would be wincing every step of the way. You're like, yeah, I kind of new to the game. I just looked up a couple decks and thought I'd try to play this one. Just... I think that would have been... I think that's got to be... I think I have to do that on a format that is a Blue Eyes format. Because there's sometimes the Blue Eyes decks resurface because of, like, random support that's absolutely BS. Huh. Well, I want to get as much XP as I possibly can. S9. I don't know, I think it'd be kind of funny. If any of you, like, actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! That'd be painful. I know it'd be painful for me to see if I saw someone come in with that. And I've seen it because I usually see kids do it. But I usually don't care when kids do it. Because, you know, the kids, all they want to do is play the game. I feel bad when I have to go up against a kid. I'm not even joking. Like, I have friends of mine who are like, oh, no, I love versing kids. It's a free tournament win. Even though I've seen kids who would absolutely destroy them. When I do see it, I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to beat a kid. This is mean. And I remember one time I versed a kid. He had he had a sleeved deck. So I was like, okay, he might know what he's doing. And then he was playing, like, solid Blue Eyes. Not, like, Blue Eyes with Azura Dragon or any of the crazy stuff. It was, like, basic Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon fusion deck. And I'm like, oh, this kid's got something interesting going on. Okay. Now, he still ran hand traps, which was at least an improvement over most people who play a Blue Eyes deck randomly at a tournament. So I was just like, okay, you know, it's not too bad. It's playable. It just needs some work. And so I actually sat there handing this kid like a bunch of free cards to try to help his deck out. Now, admittedly, he did have a card I wanted. It was, I believe it was, I forgot what it was. It was actually fairly expensive. And I actually told the parent, because the parent was there. I was like, hey, this card's kind of pricey, you know. I want to trade your kid for it. I'm just going to make sure you're cool with it and you're just supervising. And they're like, oh, that's kind of cool of you. And I'm like, usually people just, you know, trade with him. Because we've had people do that in the past. I was like, what are you going to give him? And it's like, I don't think he has anything that's... I don't think I have anything of crazed value for what he wants. So I told him straight up, I'm just going to give him a bunch of stuff that I think will really help out his deck. And... we can call it there. And the kid was totally fine with it. The parent was totally chill with it. And I walked away with like a $70 card for like maybe $20, $30 worth of stuff. I even made sure to tell them like, hey, this is how much it is. Is this cool with you? Like, and the parent was chill about it. They were not a dick about it in any way, shape, or form. I mean, they wouldn't have been a dick about it. Like I said, the parent was really cool. He just liked the fact that I, like, communicated this with them the whole way through. So they really understood, like, how the trade was going to go down. And they're like, are you going to sell it? And I was like, no, actually, this is a card I need. So, you know, I genuinely want to get this because I need this for my decks. And I had, like, a bunch of maidens with blue eyes and stuff like that. Because I think there was a set that reprinted a bunch of maidens and blue eyes. And he did not have any of that. He had, like, base Lord of D. He was using the actual spell. That special, I think it's like Horn of the Dragon. If you control Lord of D, you can special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. You can special summon a dragon, I think it is. Or, no. I don't remember what the effect is of that card. And anyways, I hope the kid build out his deck so he can actually, like, play the game against actual people instead of getting fully steamrolled. Now, I told him straight out, you already submitted a deck list. You cannot change your deck. You main Manon. Interesting to pick the French character when you're French. I picked Jurdy. Mostly because that was a character I was familiar with from Street Fighter 4. But then they released Sea Viper, and I was very happy. Even though I still struggle to use her, because she's really, really hard. I'm working on it. Thanks. Thanks, Riku. I'm still working on my Judy, but I definitely have gotten better with her. Sea Viper is a nightmare for me to try. Like, I've tried her, like, I will say she's just as difficult. She's, you know, easy, obviously, in modern, and I normally where I'd be like, oh, God, a modern. I see a modern Sea Viper, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to give you that much hassle, because I've even tried using modern Sea Viper, and I'm like, this is still kind of hard. This is unnecessarily hard. You can do, like, base combos and stuff, but, like, the actual... I think the biggest reason why I think modern's also hard is I'm not used to the control scheme. That is a really funky control scheme. I don't know how some of y'all use modern controls. That is crazy for me to see. Yeah, it's like it's almost good for slights to be used constantly by Riku. Yeah, because he gets like 9 per break. My first Street Fighter was Street Fighter 4. It was because it was free for Xbox Live users on the Xbox 360, and I played the living shit out of it. And it's funny how later on I would pick the game I was actually worse at than Street Fighter. I think that's kind of the funniest thing. Which, by the way, anybody who follows the Discord or, you know, follows any of my channel stuff, I'm planning to switch out the channel, the stream schedule soon. Oh, I know Manon's brand new to that game. Honestly, if you're just picking French characters, I think you'd pick Dudley, and if Dudley came back... Oh, I want Dudley back. I think I just want Dudley back, because what happened to the good old handlebar mustache man? Mustache, you know. How could you not like the handlebar mustache boxer? I originally started on and then went to Tekken because I tried Tekken, but my buddy was always better at it than me. Probably. And then around Tekken 7, I think I was looking for a different game because at the time I was really overly committed. And so, like, around Tekken 7, I want to say Season 1-ish, I started actually picking up the game and learning how to play it. Now, I learned to play, quote-unquote, like an American player. For anybody who doesn't know, while there are some amazing Tekken American players, there's also a lot of really bad American players. A lot. And so I built up a lot of terrible habits while in America. I picked up Lars. Now, accordingly, I played very not Lars-esque, which is a weird thing to hear. And even now, I still get told that. Like, I don't play like a quote-unquote a Lars. Because when most people play against a Lars, they expect a lot of casino play, a lot of, like, looping. A lot of, like, really kind of cheesy gameplay is what generally most people who play against the Lars would see. I focus more on actually trying to cancel and use a lot of his, like, actual tools. Oh, Mickey didn't come out. I just realized that. Like, one of his best tools that I don't see a lot of Larses use is 2-1 backstep. I can't name the... Like, I went to visit America. The number of Lars mains, maybe potential Lars mains, I don't know, I saw constantly, and I mean constantly, throwing out down back 4. What is the other move? They would do They would do 2-1 into silent entry 2 or silent entry 1. And I'm over here like, guys, cancel anything. Because then I just block and punish. I'd block and then punish. And then after a while it just became way too readable. And I'm like, you just need to stop. Please. But they don't. They keep pressing. They keep pushing. And even worse, like, they cannot break grabs. Americans struggle at breaking grabs. It's crazy. It's like, dude, we have a tool for it now. Why are you struggling with this one thing? It's actually a really good tool. It's pretty easy. Even if you use it on, like, the easiest setting, you can still learn to do it. I'm only hopping on this because I need the health. And those are for barrel spiders, if I ever get them. Bonus fights are nice. Nothing. Okay. Is my health up? Yeah, it is. It's good. What door are we at? Okay, we got 2 more. Last one I should make a moment... or a save state, because I don't know what we're going to be going up against. Strong initiative. But what I was saying before is on the new schedule, we're going to schedule Let's Plays and Tekken again. Because I got to get ready for new season. Season 3 is going to drop in like a month, in like 7 days. So we gotta be quit it. I gotta be ready. So we're probably gonna have a Tekken day again. Sorry, Miki. I really need the XP. Or just a fighting game day in general. So like Tekken, Street Fighter, maybe 2XKO. I know some people really like 2XKO. I don't play a lot of 2XKO. Come on, we're trying to catch the Mickey for like half an hour now. Bastard. Try to get the Mickey. The Mickey's just bouncing everywhere. Oops. Outside of that, it'll most likely still be Let's Play days. All we're doing is just adding a day with a little bit different variety. I thought about maybe even including like 2 Let's Plays a run, because I don't want to like bore myself out on games. Certain games aren't too bad. Although now y'all got me chatting so much, I'm kind of distracted to even realize it. Maybe it was different when I was more... I don't know. I was thinking about doing like two Let's Play games a cycle. We'll play like 2 different consoles or something like that of Let's Plays. In which I think for our next Let's Play we're going to be doing... Oh, is it scale? I think one of our next Let's Plays, and this is just because the amount of requests I got for it, Pokemon Black. But it might be 2 different games, honestly. So I'm thinking 2 different games. I'm not sure if I want to do 2 different consoles, or 2 different games, 2 different titles, or if we just want to go 1 game and then whatnot. I might make a vote on the Discord and YouTube polls, and you guys will tell me what you guys think's the best route. Do we want to do 2 Let's Play games, or do we want to do 1 Let's Play at a time, and we do god damn it. Or do we want to do like 1 Let's Play at a time with one game along with the Tekken, because like Tekken is not going. I even said before, like, it is going to return. I was just taking a break because the season was done. I wasn't going to World Qualifiers. I needed a break. Because sometimes if you guys watch me play Tekken, I get a little frustrated. And if I play for too long, I get super frustrated. So it'd probably be like 2 hours for fighting games, and it would be both Street Fighter and Tekken. Alright. Am I healed? Yeah, we good. Alright. It's the only reason I should be chasing orbs. Alright, I'm gonna do Moment. Just so we get a little bit more of a break. Why'd I do that? I know I'm not gonna get anything. 24. Nice. Huh. I was expecting something. Ah. Where did Vixen go? Actually, I should do his deeper, more raspy. He's off using Riku's data to create some kind of replica. And what of Sora? Namae is shuffling his memories, even as we speak. Marluxia may well get his puppet. He's a dangerous to us all. Luxine's not to be trusted either.
Nor is Axel. Who knows what that one is thinking?
Let's observe a little longer, then speak with Vexen.
But Vexen despises Marluxia. Think of the mess it would create.
That's why Vexen must be told. Better he clean up the mess than us. I don't remember fighting these guys. But that being said, I have done all the time I've had today. I do hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It seems like we're getting pretty close. This is 2 hours. Remember, it says 40 to 50 is the level for Riku. And that's the level cap, but it's kind of the average level you end up with. Meaning, we're making really good progress. I can see us pretty much beating this game maybe tomorrow. Just because, like, this is level 24, and that means we're going to have, like, at least 16 more levels to the very end. If not, maybe more. But I don't think it's going to take me that long. Anyways, again, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to head off for tonight. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.